Hi, in today's video, I'm going to talk about the Fujifilm X-T4 and how I used film recipes on a recent trip to Berlin to give my photos a unique look without having to go through Photoshop or any post-processing. Let's go. So now the Fujifilm X-T4 is actually filming, not the action camera anymore, thankfully. I'm looking over here at the photos that I took while I was in Berlin, and I'm gonna put up the best ones up on the screen here so you can actually see them. The funny thing about taking photos in Berlin, and this is my second video about photographing Berlin with a Fujifilm X-T4. Berlin essentially has its own film simulation, kind of in reality. When I look through the viewfinder and then I look kind of just around, I'm like, oh, is something wrong with me? Because what I see with the film simulation or with the film recipe on the viewfinder is almost the same as what's in front of me when I'm looking with my own two eyes. Wait, I mean, I know I'm short-sighted, but is something like, what's wrong? And I think it's that whenever I've gone to Berlin to take pictures, it's been cloudy, it's been pretty grey. It's crazy, that just gives everything a very distinct look. When I went the last time, I took pictures at night mainly, and it's as if I had like a black pro mist filter on my camera, but I didn't. Like, that's how like the night, that's how Berlin at night looks. Lights are have halation just naturally. The city provides its own black pro mist filter, basically. The same is true in a way during the daytime. The photos that you're going to see where you think, oh yeah, that definitely has a film recipe on it. You can see that, like, the strong look. That's what it looked like. If it looks a bit warmer, that's actually because maybe I used like the Portra 400 film recipe or something that kind of warms up the scene. Whenever I was like shooting with the Agfa Vista 100 film recipe, which has a pretty cold look, I was like looking at the screen and I was looking at what was in front of me, and I'm like, it's the same. It's as if the camera, the Fujifilm X-T4 was saying, whoa there, hold your horses. We're not going to go overboard with this film recipe or film simulation. We're gonna take it down a notch because the reality is already retro enough. And I think maybe that's part of the character of Berlin, because of its history, because of its architecture, where there's a mix of 20th century modernism, 18th and 19th century buildings, and then of course just the weather. The sort of the cloudy light that you have there, basically, the sort of the cloud cover just gives the whole city, just shrouds it in a sort of Cold War vibe. That's kind of how I see it every time I'm there and I go to visit. It just feels like I'm walking into like an old color photograph, and that's not the camera. That it's there. And I'm sorry that I'm banging on about this, but it's so striking. That's why I'm sharing these pictures. Also, I think probably now I'll show some pictures where I was in the center of Berlin, and I took a bunch of pictures with a different film simulation, so you can kind of see a comparison. I'll try to get them kind of side by side. But anyways, thank you so much for listening to me ramble on about this and having a look at the photos I took. I hope that you enjoyed them. And until next time, have a good one.